unhappy that throughout the flight he was unhappy. He was calling his family, talking about how he was robbed of 50 rupees. Millionaire. Millionaire. For what? Ego. Ego, mind. They destroy our happiness. So this is the problem, my dear friends. So we have to get out of it. Dasi Budrani has a point. Dasi Budrani says, mind, it is the cause of suffering. Physical pain causes suffering. We are consciousness. Mind indeed is the cause of suffering. Biggest sufferer is the mind. Mind is the cause of suffering. Physical pain causes suffering. Physical pain causes suffering only when we do not realize that we are not the body. Ramakrishna Paramahansa never had physical pain, even though there was cancer, even though there were spasms. There were spasms, but there was no pain. He would laugh. Then he'll laugh. He'll laugh. Because he'll say, that rascal caught me. The rascal means cancer. But he used to laugh. Because after all, the one who realizes I am not the body, they don't feel physical pain. There is physical pain, but they don't suffer. And then they don't have pain of the mind. Today in the world, you know what is the biggest disease? The biggest disease in the world is psychiatric diseases, mind diseases. The biggest diseases in the world today are caused, if you go to doctors, many times a doctor, he'll write a prescription. At the bottom, you are sick, not because of what you eat. At the bottom, many good doctors, I've seen them writing, you are sick, not because of what you eat, but because of what is eating you. You are sick, not because of what you eat. Many people say, don't. One person always tells, don't travel so much, don't eat so much, don't eat pizza, don't eat this, don't eat mock meat burger, don't eat this, eat only rice, eat only chawal, eat only sabzi, eat only chapati. I told, after you eat sabzi and chawal, you will become alive for 200 years. You also will die the same age that I. So this myth, we have got so much myth about this body and about taking ecological care of our, what do they call these natural organic. The most famous word in the world today is organic. People say want organic tomatoes, organic onions, organic this, organic. What organic? People are fooling us and we are getting fooled. So the point is, how do we escape from this triple suffering? Rekha Parwani and Tushatma. Rekha Parwani.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
We will suffer as long as we live as body, mind and ego.
Perfect.
And if we sink into samsara.
Perfect. Perfect. And if you realize you're not body, mind and ego, then
your suffering is gone. Satchitananda.
ये लीला है माया कुछ भी सच तो ना नाटक ये प्रभु का है एक ख्वाब जैसा जहां में होता वो ये माया है. So the problem is, I know somebody who has a bad dream and after 3 days they are still suffering the bad dream. 3 days back they had a bad dream and they're still suffering the bad dream because 3 days back I had a bad dream. I say, but it was a dream, nah? But I'm still suffering that dream. What if that dream becomes real? How foolish you are. That was a dream and you're still suffering the dream. Why can't we human beings learn to be happy? Why can't we learn the true meaning of happiness? It doesn't depend on a person, a place, a possession. Happiness is a state of being. Happiness, the one who has got realization, enlightenment, he is the happiest person in the world. A lot of people tell me, oh, you are very happy because you have a lot of money. I say, no, I don't spend even 1% of my money to be happy. No, happiness doesn't come from money. If you think happiness comes from money, you're completely mistaken. You may be the richest man in the world, but you may be the most unhappiest man in the world. So yes, Rekha, if we realize, see, it's very simple. That's why today we are trying to understand what is suffering. Suffering, Mohan started well. Suffering is any kind of unhappiness, displeasure, pain, and we experience it in body, mind, and ego. When we realize we are not the body, mind, and ego, there is no pain. I don't have any pain. It is as simple as this. But you will say, what you're talking, so simple, huh? What? So simple, huh? All pain, go away. Yeah, so simple it is. Simple. In Kerala, that's very simple, very simple. Huh? But we are not willing to follow the process. Tushatma.
Sir, I have a question, sir. Sir,
Yes,
where
sir.
from where the ego comes from the mind, or it is different, sir? It is totally
Who are,
separate.
who are you?
Sir, I am the conscious. Conscious.
Coming on this call, few days only, you start changing your vocabulary. No? You are outside this call, you are Tushatma, right? The
Yeah.
moment you are Tushatma, the ego is alive. I am Tushatma. When you start saying, मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु, तुम बिन मैं क्या कुछ भी ना, जो भी है दिखता प्रभु, कण कण में तू है समा, तुम बिन मैं क्या कुछ भी ना. When we realize I am nothing, Tushatma, the ego disappears. Till such time I am Putin. You know Putin? Putin told you like this, you didn't do, I will kill you. What you are killing? Who you are killing? Putin. Who you are killing, Mr. Putin? The ego. It's all ego, ego, ego. All this is ego. And we have to get out of this ego. So Tushatma, the I-ness, the minus, the mineness, this is the cause of ego. When you realize who's I? Who's I? I am not I. I am not I. When we realize I am not I, then who suffers? Tushatma, who suffers? I am not I. I don't suffer. Who suffers? I am
The
not the
body.
body. Body suffers. I don't suffer. I am not I. Mind suffers. Mind is trying to make me suffer. No, I don't. I refuse. I tell the mind, no, stop, 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 stop. So this is the way. The way to be free from pain is simple. But we do not realize this simple question. So anybody else before I have one or two typed questions? Rajesh, what is the maximum time you have stayed without using money in any form and did not affect your emotional state? Oh, Rajesh, I don't carry 1 rupee also in my pocket. So I don't, if that is what you're trying to say, I don't know. I don't have any money in my pocket. Somebody spends. If I go to if I'm riding a car also, if I want pani puri, somebody else will pay. In my pocket, I don't carry any money. So there is no attachment to money. If money is there, spend. If money is not there, no spending. But God has given more money than we need. But attention is not on the money. The attention is on something else. Girish, most of the time suffering is about yesterday. Good, Girish. And tomorrow, yes. Because both are of the mind. So Girish, do we have to suffer now? How many people in this call are suffering now, N-O-W, now? Nobody is suffering. When we suffer, Girish, the moment we say, oh, that yesterday that fellow did like that, that fellow, that scoundrel yesterday. And we suffer tomorrow. No, I have got a court case tomorrow. What is the guarantee we'll be alive tomorrow, Girish? There is no guarantee. Why are we living in yesterday and tomorrow and suffering? So, my dear friends, it is very important for us to learn to overcome misery. Rajesh, this is such ignorance on your part. Oh, I must read this. Rajesh says, this is such ignorance on your part, sir. Latest research shows your mental health is directly connected to what you eat. But then it is your life and your journey to remove this ignorance. So nowhere I told that you can eat shit and you will be fine. Nowhere I have told that you should eat rubbish. So Rajesh, if you are taking it wrongly, interpreting it, I am sorry. I am only saying that we pay too much attention to that. I am saying that an American who drinks distillery water and a man in India who drinks sadak ka pani, both are okay. It's a matter of how we get used to it. I'm not saying that I also drink distillery. I am not telling that we should not drink good water or clean food. I'm saying that in life, we pay too much attention to things that don't matter, and we don't pay attention to things that matter. What matters is how can we be free from misery? How can we be free from suffering? Now, just because if Rajesh says I am ignorant, I thank him. Thank you, Rajesh, for your kind words. There is no harm in somebody telling you're ignorant. That is an opinion. Does it mean that if somebody tells you you are ignorant, does it actually mean you are ignorant? No, you are not ignorant. Huh? If somebody says you are ignorant, that is their opinion. That is their opinion, and everybody has a right to their opinion. So you do not have to let others' opinion become your reality. Your reality is your reality. You be what you want to be, the way you want to be, and you make the right choice. We human beings are the only ones who can choose. We human beings are the only ones who can choose. And therefore, problem like Dasi said, the problem is the mind. Most of the time we are suffering because of the mind. Physical pain today, even if you have got cancer, you can take opioids, you can take morphine, you can take drugs, you can take painkillers. If you are going through the worst of course, there's somebody, small tooth pain, they'll say, I'm dying. So small tooth pain. And somebody who's doing root canal tells the doctor, no need of anesthesia. Come on, do it. But that's not right. If you're doing a root canal, you must use anesthesia. Because why suffer the pain? So I always tell people, kill the pain before the pain kills you. There's one lady, she doesn't like to take tablet. Why she doesn't like to take tablet? She tells me, I've taken already 14 tablets in the last 1 year. I said, so if you've taken 14, what happens? No, if I take 15th tablet, I may die. By taking 14 or 15 tablets, you will not die. But you better kill the pain before the pain kills you. That is the philosophy of a realized one. Realizing I am not the body. The body pains, I must kill the pain before the pain kills me. The mind tries to make me suffer, I will refuse. Mr. Mind, you mind your business. Mr. Mind, you mind your business. And the ego cannot make me anger, cannot make me hate, take revenge, or become jealous. Because why should I be jealous? This is a show. We are actors who will come and go. The challenge in this world, if we don't realize who we are and why we are here, then we will come back again and again. We will be reborn as Mary or Sheila or John, but we will be reborn. And the challenge is to escape from this. My dear friends, on this call, we have two goals. Two goals in life. Goal one, to be free from all misery on earth. Goal two, to be free from rebirth. So you must know this on your fingertips. You must know it on your fingertips. The first goal is to be free from all misery on earth. And the second goal is to be free from rebirth. How are you going to reach that state where you are free from misery on earth? Very simple. Very simple. I'm giving you the prescription. Ready? Here the prescription is. Suffering is of the body, mind, and ego. I am none of these. I am none of these. My Guru Dada JP Vaswani, you know what Dadaji used to say? If somebody takes dirty coins, filthy coins, smelling, stinking, dirty coins and throws on your face, you know what you must do, Dada said? Dada said, just move away and tell that man, you threw, they're your coins. I have nothing to do with it. If you threw the coins, they are your coins, they are lying here, you walk away. So one point is very, very important, that we must not be the body that suffers pain, the mind that becomes miserable, and the ego that gets so agonized. The agony of the ego is too bad. Anger, hate, revenge, jealousy. In this call, every day, we take one step forward in this direction. And I would like to have more challenging questions. So why we send you on a subject, sometime I'll ask them to send the subject now at least 1 hour before. So you have time to prepare for questions. I think they're sending the question very late. So I'll ask them to send the question a little earlier, because I want some challenging questions. I know sometimes some of you may think I'm ignorant. I'm sorry if my answer seems ignorant. But the point is, I try to make you realize the simple truth of life. And the simple truth of life is called realize. Your real eyes, when you open your real eyes, when you open your real eyes, then you see the truth. And that is our goal. Every day, we try to meet at 8. And if you have any suggestions, you have any problems, you have any questions that you would like to be answered, please suggest to me on WhatsApp or please suggest to the administrator. I would be happy. Today, leave this call with one simple vow. Make this vow, take this vow that you will be happy in the now. Because if you're happy moment by moment, you'll be happy forever. Don't live in yesterday, like Girish said, yesterday is gone. Don't live tomorrow, tomorrow not yet born. Live life moment by moment. Remind yourself you're not body, mind, ego that suffers, and you will be free from all pain. I bow down to you.